All right, so if you've used Amazfit watches before, which I have, then you know most of the features that this has are pretty standard. You know, it does notifications, it does heart rate monitoring, it does your steps. You know, and even has integration with your phone. You can do things like with Alexa and things like that. But this is the first one that I've owned that has a speaker built in, which is pretty cool because now you can actually play music directly from it, um, which is nice. Not that I intend to do that very often. Oops, sorry. But it's cool that you can do things like be able to make phone calls on here, be able to answer the phone if my phone is not accessible, or if it's deep in my pocket or something. I can answer right from my watch, or I can even talk to Alexa. Tell me a joke.
Why did the mummy cross the road?
Yeah.
Because
Ugh.
it needed some fresh air.
It never fails to be corny. I love it. But one of the things that's that's new about or newer, I'm seeing this actually. I think it started with version 3. Is you now have the ability to respond to notifications with either a pre-made, pre-designed line of text that you can put in the app, or you can put an emoji as a response. You don't have to pull out your phone to respond to somebody. You still don't have the ability to write a full message from like a keyboard, but that's okay because the screen is actually really tiny. I never really liked writing on these things on Wear OS watches and Apple watches when they give you that option. So it's fine that it doesn't have that. The fact that you can respond at all, even with just a thumbs up or something, is really, really very useful. The other thing that Zepp has started, the Zepp OS, which this runs, started adding is a lot more third-party things. Like there's games now, which I found pretty amazing. That's kind of something that I saw they started making an app store, and the store was very limited in what you could do. It was like a bunch of calculators and things like that. Nothing really so interesting. And my son was always pointing out that he wished that, because he has an Amazfit watch also, that he wished he could do games like even the Fitbit ones can do games now. So the fact that I wasn't really paying attention, I got out. The fact that this has downloadable, apps to extend things, flashcard things. There's calculator. I put intermittent fasting, camera remote. There's all kinds of like interesting things you can add here, including games and things like that. And it's really, I'm impressed because I feel like this is really, there's nothing lacking now compared to the bigger, to like a bigger brand watch that has to be charged every day, which makes you wonder, how is it that we're able to get away with charging this like once or twice a month, as opposed to Wear OS, which I have to charge daily to get any use out of. So I don't know, Amazfit's doing something right. It's a really good looking watch. It's very, very solidly built. I'm very happy with it. Highly recommend.